Welcome to Enter the Vault.
These are the chronicles of two fat nerds on a quest to do as little as possible with their lives.
I'm Connor Christian.
I'm Dean Case.
And this is Castaway with Milk.
So, Connor, do you like milk?
What do you mean, like in general?
Yeah.
In general, I like milk.
It's a tasty drink, man.
It's good for your bones.
Yeah.
I test my never breaking a bone to drinking too much milk.
You know who else has got really good bones?
Who else has got really good bones?
Spider-Man's got really good bones.
Spider-Man has got fantastic bones, probably from all that arachnid DNA that's pumping through his body, which wouldn't do anything to his bones because spiders don't have bones. They have an exoskeleton.
So this was a weird intro. How is everyone?
Well, no. We're all good. We're all good. We're all intrigued by why the fuck you just brought up Spider-Man's bones.
Yeah, well, I'm keeping them hooked.
On the edge of their seat. You'd be a great teacher, man.
Yeah.
Just walk into class and be like, who used to have good crockery? Plato. And they're just like, what? Who had a good Sunday? No, what was that Plato shit about? Oh, nothing. Good. It was just a shit pun.
So we're recording this on Sunday, the 6th of December.
Which is odd, seeing as we release on a Sunday.
Yeah, this is going to be late, so sorry about that. I did just post on the Facebook page before we started recording this, like, sorry, basically. Not that anyone really cares.
I was going to say, implying that anyone was sitting on the edge of their seat like, oh, it's Sunday. That means new podcast day. It's like new comics day. Everyone's just getting up, springing up on a Wednesday going like, woohoo, today's the day. Jotting down to the comic book shop and finding that our shop's closed.
Although we don't have any of the new stuff anyway.
Oh, yeah. So even the next day when it is open, they just come in like, oh, disappointment as per usual.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like our place. So if you enjoy being disappointed, head on down to Vault Comics.
Are you a sadomasochist? Do you like feeling bad inside then? Come on down.
So,
Spider-Man.
Now, everyone may have already heard of this. This is old news that we're gonna retread.
See, I don't think it is particular because not once before I had seen this article had I heard anyone bring it up in the past. So
yeah.
I don't think it's that old news. Either that or it is old news and everyone really just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Possibly that.
Possibly the latter.
Well, that fits in with the ethos of this podcast. So it's old news and no one gives a shit.
But whatever, we're going to talk about it anyway.
So James Cameron, that director fella.
Mr. Avatar Titanic man.
The guy who did Brain Dead.
No, that was Peter Jackson.
I know. I was making a reference to when I fucked that up last time.
Oh,
we spoke about.
Oh, did you think that? I can't remember. I
can't remember what episode it was on.
Oh, it's probably like 3 or 4 episodes ago. That's like, if we're talking more than a month, that's too much memory. That's too much memory.
Or it was a conversation that didn't happen on the podcast, and now the listeners are just like, "Wow,
what?"
Anyway, James Cameron almost made a Spider-Man movie.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. Rewind it. Listen again.
Rewind that tape. That's James Cameron almost made a Spider-Man movie, and from what? Sorry, guys.
God, sort yourself out. Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm not made for radio. I'm not made for TV or radio. I'm a nothing man. Anyway, James Cameron, it sounded like... I mean, James Cameron's done some good movies. I mean, you can't deny that the movies that he's done are at least commercially successful. And if they're commercially successful, that must mean that someone out there is enjoying them.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
I haven't seen Avatar.
You've seen Terminator 2, though, right?
Yeah, Terminator 2's probably the best Terminator movie.
Yeah, and he did Aliens as well.
Yeah.
Aliens is good.
Aliens is okay.
I mean, it's not as good as Alien.
No,
Ridley Scott, because I think Aliens was definitely meant to be like more of a creepy, like thriller,
yeah,
more of a horror than oh my god, kill all the aliens movie.
Yeah. So this was the 90s.
The 90s were a weird time, kids.
And here's a little overview of the story. We have Dr. Octopus, who of course we saw in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, which we'll get onto later. You'll all be pleased to hear.
Oh, Sam Raimi again. I hear you all sigh, but yeah.
He's a professor, so he's Professor Octopus.
So he's not a doctor at all now. He's just a lowly university teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, knocked down a peg or two there, weren't you, Mr. Ock?
And he also got bitten by a radioactive spider and calls himself Spider-Man, apparently. So he's Professor Spider-Man.
He's Professor Spider-Man, which makes no sense because, I mean, I get that, like, I guess what James Cameron was going for, he might have done like a Tim Burton kind of thing where he didn't read any of the source material. And so he was just like, give me like a general, like he was just sitting down. He just wanted to knock it out in like a couple of nights. He was like, just give me some facts about Spider-Man. And they're like, all right, so you got Peter Parker, he's the Spider-Man. He gets bitten by a spider, blah, 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 blah. And he also has like some enemies, and they're like, go on, roll them off. Dr. Octopus, what was that? Octopuses have 8 legs, don't they? So he's going to be a spider. That just makes way more sense.
Yeah, because spiders also have 8 legs, right? Yeah.
Most of them. No, pretty much all of them. I don't think there's any.
So it makes sense in some ways.
See,
in many others,
it
makes no sense
at all. Obviously, we've never seen this movie, so we can't give you like a play-by-play breakdown, which thank God.
Yeah, I was about to say, thank God we haven't seen this movie.
Thank God we don't need to bleach our own eyes.
So the first 2 points are already bad enough.
The fact that James Cameron just has no regard for the source material, and he's just kind of pissed on Dr. Octopus's fucking career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure before he went evil, he worked really hard.
Yeah, he was pretty smart, man.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So, talking of Dr. Octopus being pretty smart, here's one of the other curveballs that this movie apparently was going to throw at us. The unsuspecting audience who went to see a Spider-Man movie and would have probably left disappointed, thus killing the franchise entirely.
I would say less disappointed and more like hurt. You know what I mean?
Hurt
just deep, like Hollywood.
Deep inside.
Come on, man. What the hell? It would be the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 of its day, I think.
Yeah, awful.
Or the Catwoman of its day.
So, Professor Spider-Man is trying to steal one of Peter Parker's physics papers. This is the main plot point.
The main plot point is that I don't get.
Professor
I'm trying to work
Spider-Man.
out how that could possibly work. So, like, because he wants one of Peter's physics papers so he can do some evil plot to destroy the world or whatever. But that doesn't make any sense, right? So, because he must know that, like, the general theme of Peter's physics paper. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh, I heard that Peter had this thing where he turns ice cream into nuclear warheads or something like that.
That's a really specific.
I was just trying to think of something on the spot on the fly. See, James, that's how you do it. And but then surely, like, Doc Ock is way smarter than Peter Parker. He could just work backwards, couldn't he? If he just found out kind of what it was about, he was like, he could probably do the maths himself, and why would he need the paper?
Yeah, exactly.
He's just lazy.
And the other way is, all he has to do is, if he is indeed a professor at Spider-Man's college or whatever, all he has to do is say, "Oh, can I look at that paper?" Just
I'm writing a thesis based around that kind of thing, because obviously, like, if it's a paper, then it's public anyway.
Yeah,
it's gonna be published.
Just wait. That's
the end of the movie. It's just him going like, "I've got this diabolical plan," and he talks to Rose's wife, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill the fucking Spider-Man, and I'm gonna get that." That's the other thing, because he's going after Spider-Man because he knows that Peter Parker is, because that makes no sense. You're going after the more powerful friend to get to the weaker one. Surely, again, you're a professor. You're super duper smart. You can just open up the phone book. That's right, and just fucking find his address in there. You just
don't even need to do that. He could probably just ask a secretary at the college.
We're assuming that Doc Ock is Peter's professor, which I'm sure that he just went like, that's what James Cameron wrote in. So he just goes, I'm just writing this paper, can I just check your thing out? And Peter's like, end of the movie.
And then the world blows up, obviously.
That could be like that's more of like a Looney Tunes short than anything.
Well, it's a pretty dark Looney Tunes short, but yeah, it's there.
I really wish they had those again. I want to go back to the days. I mean, I was never there, but I mean, I think it would have been cool, like going to the cinema and getting a fucking Looney Tunes short before, like a Warner Brothers short before the movie started.
None of that Disney crap.
Fuck off, Pixar, with your fucking birds thing and your jackalope thing. I don't care. You always make it all lovey-dovey and cool and shit. I just want some Looney Tunes blowing each other up, man.
Oh, we can talk about stock coming in now. We have a Looney Tunes variant cover of Justice League 46 coming in next week.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Anyway, apparently the final fight for this was to happen in Professor Spider-Man's lab. So Professor Spider-Man is fighting civilian Spider-Man, and the final fight, I've just got it written down, and I'm actually finding it hard to process in my head as I read it out loud.
That's probably what every single exec was thinking when he was looking over the script, just like, what? Fucking hell, James, you really just phoned this in, didn't you?
So the lab itself launches into space.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they do their final fight up in space.
Which, as we all know, is technically possible because spiders can actually build webs in space. They've done that experiment before. Maybe that's where James Cameron got the final. He was just reading a paper about these spiders that can make webs in space. And he's like, yeah, I've got it. I've got the piece de la resistance. My Act 3.
And apparently... Dr. Octopus dies and floats off into space because obviously the lab wasn't meant to launch into space. But there's this whole thing like between the Earth where we're sitting now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless you're on a plane and you've downloaded this for some fucking reason.
Still, the Earth's gravitational pull is pulling you in, so you're still part of the Earth.
So you're part of the Earth. There's this big thing called like the sky.
I've heard of the sky.
Yeah.
I'll look at it sometimes.
So above that, right, there's an atmosphere. Right, and it's basically like a lot of like gas and extremely like heated air that's kind of basically formed around the Earth as a kind of protective bubble.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, I always forget what the atmosphere is.
Yeah, so what happens is sometimes stuff comes in, and because it's so hot, just gets burned up. This lab, apparently, has had to go through the atmosphere and into space itself.
Yeah.
Presumably without any oxygen.
Yeah.
And some fireproof doors.
Mm-hmm. Also, right, where is Doc Ock getting the funds to build a mobile space lab? Yeah, because he can't just go to the UN and be like, I've got a big science project coming up and it involves me launching my house into space. You can't.
Well, maybe you can, just no one's tried.
Lesson here, kids. If you don't try, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Yeah. If you got a dream, you go up to the UN and you say, I've got a diabolical plan that I want, and you could be in on it. I'll give you a cut. Yeah.
They'd probably say yes. Ooh.
Government's big nasty business, man.
Political, yay.
Topical. They'd probably vote yes. Yeah.
So, find the Cracked article on this. It was from 2012, so it was before Cracked was like abysmal piece of shit.
Yeah, I think that happened around early 2014.
Yeah.
I still go on it regularly just because it's like...
It's there.
It's just simple mind candy. I can just ingest it and be like, oh, you're not as good as you used to be, Cracks. You keep making the same article.
So, I mentioned the Sam Raimi movies.
You did mention Sam Raimi.
Earlier. We actually had a customer in our shop. I won't name them in case they don't want their opinion on this public, which I can see why. It's not a popular opinion.
Not a popular opinion.
But they said that the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies were better. Right, get this, kids.
Hold on to your horses.
They were better than the Amazing Spider-Man movies. To which we both exclaimed, yes.
I think I also put my hands on my head and crouched down in a one of those videos you see of a kid opening up like an N64 in the 90s. Yeah, like that. I kind of reacted a little bit like that because I'm sick and fucking tired of hearing people say that the Amazing Spider-Man movies are better than the Sam Raimi movies because they're not. They're just not at all. I know we've discussed this before. Yeah. Right?
But now we have one person who agrees with us. So.
And now we have a team. We have a fucking crew. We have a squad.
Team Raimi.
Team Raimi, man. Team Ramen. And Spam Ramen. And we're going to fucking beat you down. And I think the thing that annoys me the most, right, is whenever you bring up the Amazing Spider-Man versus the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, people will always be like, I'll be talking about how shit Amazing Spider-Man 2 is and how boring it is and how little it has to do with the comics, blah, 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 blah. And then someone will be like, yeah, but what about Amazing Spider-Man? What about Spider-Man 3? To which I say, fuck off. That was actually an enjoyable movie. I still remember shit from... I literally do not remember anything from Amazing Spider-Man 2 except for the fact that Gwen Stacy dies.
Yeah.
And that's literally only because...
Maybe we're looking at it through rose-tinted glasses. But Spider-Man 3 really, really isn't as bad as people make it out to be.
I mean, benefit of the doubt. Well, not benefit of the doubt. It's not the best of the three. It is the worst of the three.
Yeah.
But it's still better than Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
It's watchable. And guess what? You know that whole thing where he was all wearing black and dancing? That was meant to... this might be hard.
This might be hard to process,
kids. That was meant to be a comedy scene. He was meant to be a joke. Because,
that wasn't meant to be. No, because that wasn't meant to be an expressionistic analogy on like his inner self. No, that wasn't supposed to be like a serious think piece.
Yeah, it was. Just so, let's lay this out. Let's lay it out. Just in case anyone's unclear. You see, in Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man gets the symbiote suit, starts going a bit crazy, starts getting a bit egotistical. And what that scene is doing is saying, look how much of a dick he's become. Let's laugh at his expense.
He is a knobhead.
Yeah, exactly. And people seem to think that we're meant to be on his side.
Yeah, it's meant to be all like scared of him or something, like he's supposed to be edgy. We're not. We're not supposed to be on his side at all. And I think another thing I think a lot of people, I think just forgot between Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 is that Spam Ramen can actually be a funny dude. And he likes
Spam Ramen. Sorry, yeah, go on.
Yeah, and he likes to inject a bit of humor into his movies. I mean, like Evil Dead, for example. I don't think he was going out there being like, "Oh man, this'll chill you to the bone."
I'm going to make a cultural analysis of the Spanish influenza. No, that wasn't what Evil Dead was about.
No, it was just like, hey, I've got these mates who are really good at claymation and shit, and I want to make some fucking hilarious. I just want to make some cool zombies, man. And everyone was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah,
at the end.
So. This is a song.
It's a song from a few, I was going to say mates, a few acquaintances of ours.
Yeah. They're called Middle Distance. And we did a split with them. This is the most stunted thing. I was kind of in like Raimi lecturing mode when I started to do this song link. And so it kind of came out really stunted and staggered. So I'm going to go back to normal speech mode now. So this is Middle Distance with a track called Newhall. And we did a split with them. With Attila the Fun, about
over a year
ago now. which was the last thing we put out.
No, wait a minute. No. It wasn't over a year ago. It was like early this year.
Yeah. Anyway,
That March.
they're way more successful than us now. So this is a cool track. Check it out.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool track. That was pretty cool. Well done, Middle Distance. Killing
So
it.
that was a rip from SoundCloud.
No, you didn't need to say that.
Well, I did, because Patrick, the singer from Middle Distance, just doesn't have the files.
No, he just, for some reason, the guy, one of the, the band members just, they
guy
just seem
who-
to have misplaced the masters or whatever. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess we have the internet version, so we've not lost it really.
Sort it out, Pat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You've lost your respect for your fucking
This is going to
art,
be
man.
an angry episode. We've already started by getting pissed at people who slag off the Raimi movies. And I don't... Right, okay, just to clarify, I do not mean any disrespect to people who just don't like them, but there are literally... there are people who will literally defend to the death the fact that apparently Amazing is a way better movie.
But it's got Andrew Garfield in it. Andrew Garfield's hot.
Oh, I forgot.
Did you forget about that Andrew Garfield's hot?
So fuck the Raimi movies, because Andrew
Tobey
Garfield...
Maguire was a fucking nerd.
Yeah. He was Peter Parker being a nerd. What the fuck's that about?
What the
man?
hell is
Peter Parker was never a nerd.
Yeah, what the hell is with the metaphor? What is the hell is with Spider-Man being a metaphor for puberty? What is all that shit?
Yeah, it's bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck that. We'll just make him cool like all the way through.
So it's about to get angrier. Because we're about to talk about...
I was gonna say you were like, I'm sorry we started off like angry, and I was thinking, it's like, I thought we strategically placed this. Yeah, I thought we strategically placed this so that we would be nice and happy in the beginning and then get angry. But it seems like even when we try and be happy, it turns out as bitter angriness.
It's a downward spiral.
I think we are just old men in... I was going to say young men's bodies, but these are not young men's bodies. This is definitely at least a 30-year-old's body.
Yeah, easily. A 30-year-old that doesn't keep in shape.
No, a 30-year-old that just has lost just all outlooks on life, just all happiness is just gone.
So Batman vs Superman trailer. Good, great, right? Overall. This is not a bit.
This is not a bit.
I'm super fucking excited for this movie.
So am I. I am still super excited for the movie.
So basically, if you haven't seen it, go find it. Trailer 2, it came out on Thursday, so it'll be a couple days old, but it's definitely on YouTube. If not, the BVS Facebook page has it, and our Facebook page has posted it twice. By accident, but still.
Well, it's because we both woke up to it. So I mean, like, it's like waking up on Christmas Day. You know what I mean? Like, we're just like, oh my god, we had to post it.
Yeah, new Batman trailer.
I love Batman so much.
So in it we see more bit of Batman, bit of Superman, bit of Wonder Woman, bit of Doomsday.
What? Wonder Woman's in it.
Yeah,
no, fuck that. I mean, like, I can't be arsed watching it now that I know Wonder Woman's in the movie.
I did say Doomsday was in it as well. Oh no, big spoilers.
Oh, no point watching it.
No point watching the movie now.
Like, what's the whole point of watching the movie if I know what's going to happen in the fucking movie?
What the hell is the point in watching a 2-hour movie if I've already seen 3 minutes of it?
Yeah, it's stupid, man.
So stupid.
Fuck off, everyone. Fucking everyone has been getting on this trailer's back so much. And I mean, I'm all for criticising the trailer, right? And yeah, I too am on the side of, I think they put a bit too much in the trailer. I think they did put too many main plot points in the trailer.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet.
We don't, we don't know that. We don't know that, but there is a lot in the trailer, and you can definitely see that there are big moments in the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I think the main thing that people were getting like about is that, at the end we see Batman and Superman team up. Yeah.
Clues in the title, dickheads.
Pretty much.
It's called Dawn of We've known it's called Dawn of Justice since the fucking first teaser trailer, and I don't know if you know anything about the DC universe, but like the DC Avengers, that's what we're going to call them now, because it seems like you don't know.
The DC Avengers.
You don't know shit. They're called the Justice League, right? And we've known that they're going to be ramping up to a Justice League movie again for about 2 years now.
At least.
Right, yeah, at least 2 years now.
It was in the rumour mill for a little while.
And
before
also
that.
Another main component of the Justice League is that Batman and Superman are in the Justice League, and that's going to be really hard for them to be enemies, and then also
it's going to be awkward.
Work together.
It'll be like if when you go to a family meal, and you got that uncle who's just a bit of a twat. So, but you've got to like grin and bear it. So you're kind of eating your burger or whatever, and you're just like there, and you're just like, This guy, man, I really can't stand him. So it'd just be like that, and like you'd never get anything done, would you? Like Justice League, you know, they got a lot on their plate.
It would just be the only way is Essex, but
superpowered.
It's superpowered.
Yeah, and they're fighting Bizarro and stuff, and just, you know, Batman's not quite chipping in because, you know, he's just got a bit of an aggravation problem with Superman. Yeah, he's like,
Superman said that, like, he made an off-color comment about my hair yesterday, and I don't feel like I can look at him right now. Yeah, sorry that I'm not super. My hair can't always be amazing like your Superman. Yeah, sorry
that I don't have powers.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So, this is a very condescending episode. I hope no one listening to this.
I don't give a fuck.
Like, I hate these guys now.
No, I don't care. The people who are going to be hating us are the people that I want to hate me anyway. Not want to hate me, but the ones that I do not care if they hate me or not. And that's what I mean. Because I don't care about people criticizing the movie, but it was just a lot, the trailer, sorry, but it was just a lot of ill-guided criticism.
Yeah.
And another bit of criticism that popped up very, very regularly. Well, not even a criticism, it was more like an ongoing joke kind of thing, was like, oh my God, the Civil War trailer like blew this out of the water, man. Like, this is the Civil War trailer is like 10 times better than this one. And it's like, okay, yeah, admittedly, it was a bit more artsy, it was a little bit more refined, but I think the main thing that a lot of people are forgetting is that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is already a pretty fucking well-established cinematic universe. All you need to do to get people into that cinema is be like, hey, RDJ's going to be there, Captain America's going to be there.
They probably didn't even need a trailer.
No, and then just, you get a shot of RDJ, a shot of Captain America, some fucking My Little Pony line about friendship or something. You got yourselves millions and millions of dollars. Whereas we've never seen like Ben Affleck as Batman, really. We need to, you know, get a bit of a hype going. You can't just do the, like, yeah, the movie's going to be here, watch it. It's like with Star Wars, they didn't need to put a huge advert out there because everyone's going to see Star Wars regardless. They just need to be like, yeah, it's going to be in cinemas, go watch it. Yeah. And they got the things. Whereas
I just love that. If it was just just literally like J.J. Abrams just sitting on a chair in a plain grey room.
Not even a plain grey, just like a chateau, and he's got like a glass of whiskey in his hand.
Oh, better that. Just an office.
Oh, and he's working on the next Star Wars. He's just the camera just like, walks in. Yeah. So it just opens up. You see the cameraman open up, and he's like,
"Oh, didn't JJ's see you
like,
there."
Oh, sorry, man. I was sorry. I'm acting at the same time, so I'm looking away from the microphone. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just working on the next Star Wars movie, which is the one that I just made. That's going to be coming out in December. Check it out, yeah."
Yeah, and then it just fades to black.
Yeah, fade to
black. Kind of like zooms in on the pen.
And he's like, hey, this is secret, man.
Yeah.
knocks him out of the room.
Then it fades. That's all you needed.
Just public service announcements of directors going.
Why isn't this a thing? You don't need to, right, Hollywood, if you're listening, you don't need to spend millions on trailers if you've got an established film universe. You don't need to spend hundreds of thousands on trailers. Spend 50 quid, right? Rent out a portal cabin somewhere. Just get your director in and just get him to plug the movie.
Because who knows more about the movie than the director?
Exactly. They know it all.
He's going to be able to sell it like wildfire, especially, again, your J.J. Abrams. He's quite an animated dude when he talks about the stuff that he loves.
Yeah.
He could just, literally just a 1 minute thing of him going like, oh my God, guys. I mean, I don't want to sound like...
I did brilliant.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's like, I don't want to sound too like up my own arse or anything, but I was going to say but it was like a team effort. We fucking killed it, dude. Like, I can't even think of one wrong thing with this. Oh, you can't do that because everyone's going to be looking for the wrong things.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, I don't know. We just worked really hard on this, guys.
We worked really hard. We've got the Stormtroopers right. We got the Jedi right.
We got
the Sith right. We got big dog fights. We got Jar Jar Binks return. And everyone's just like, wait, what?
I really wish they just wouldn't release anything about movies until they have the trailer. You know what I mean?
It would be interesting, actually, to see, like, just as an experiment, that no Hollywood company will ever do it, because nowadays it is all about, like, your online presence, your social media, and, like, that's your PR now, really. But it would be interesting to see a film, part of an established franchise anyway, that literally just releases, like, one trailer close to the release, like, a few weeks. Because, again, these trailers are, like 6-7 months prior to the release.
It was like yesterday, right? There's this movie coming out called Sisters,
Yeah.
right? Which is a Tina Fey, Amy Poehler movie, who are normally quite funny together. I might watch it just because I'm a comedy nerd and I like to just get as much comedy in me as possible.
Yeah.
I say that in inverted commas. And so that's coming out this month. And I saw the trailer for that probably about 7 or 8 months ago.
Unnecessary for a film like that.
Yeah, completely. It's unnecessary for any fucking film. Any fucking film. You know, like, I miss the days where literally I'd just be walking through life, just kind of misty-eyed and being like, what's going on around me? And then I would literally just see
in a daze.
Yeah, just like
a sugar-fueled
days.
Like,
just
you're like, whoa, what's going on?
Everything's going fast and slow at the same time. And then just seeing like an advert for just like, oh, I didn't know they were making a Riddick movie and it's coming out next week. Quick, that would hype me way more than if I knew something was coming out for 6 months. Because then by the time it's come out, I'm like, oh, I've been through the emotional roller coaster now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And you don't have people moaning about it so much.
Yeah.
So overall, BVS trailer good.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the because the trailer just go because we're not going to do it any justice if we talk about it. But I think my favorite thing about that trailer, let's end on a high note. Right?
Yeah, let's go up because we've got good stuff to talk about after this. We just wanted to get this. I mean, contenders for favorite moment are
the line that Batman makes about the Joker,
right? Yeah,
that Bruce Wayne makes about the Joker. Got Wonder Woman's appearance, which I don't give a fuck, right? I don't care if anyone's like, oh, you've ruined Wonder Woman's appearance.
She looks awesome.
She looks fucking badass. And also, how do you know? Because I might not have watched the same trailer as everyone else. You know, the one that put the whole movie in your brain?
Yeah. That what subliminal advertising, wasn't it? It was like they just injected the whole thing.
Because everyone was like, oh, you've just ruined Wonder Woman's entrance. And it's like, what if that's not Wonder Woman's entrance? Oh, crazy. And
it would be weird, right? And no one's thought of this. It would be weird if that was literally the first we saw of her. Like, she literally fucking appears out of nowhere with her shield. Like, it would make no sense. So hopefully the movie doesn't do that.
Oh, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know that's her entrance? And if it is her entrance, that might be, like, a sliver of how fucking epic it's going to be when she comes in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it looks pretty fucking epic.
But what the thing I'm most hyped for, this is my favorite, it's just Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
I was literally about to say, like,
because he is so creepy in this movie. In the trailer, he seems like such like a he reminds me a lot of Artie from The Simpsons. You know,
he's just a little creep. Basically.
He's just a little creep. Yeah, he's just a fucking little dweeb, but he's so charismatic and like he just oozes just smugness, and I want to hug and punch him at the same time. Like,
that's how Superman feels, man.
Yeah.
Just want to give him a hug and make it better, but at the same time, I'm gonna fucking wring his neck. Little fucking geek.
He's always ruining my day.
And his fucking stupid wig. So, do you reckon we're gonna see him lose his hair in this?
No.
Next movie.
Or it might be the big reveal kind of thing at the end where he's like, oh, he's caught in like some big explosion. And then they kind of do like a Darth Vader-esque kind of thing where he's probably like under some rubble. He's like, oh shit, gets out of the rubble.
Yeah. He's just been fucking blown up by Doomsday getting destroyed. And he's just like, oh, fucking hell.
It's like, have you ever watched Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene where Carrie Fisher fucking blows up that the YMCA and I think it's the Nazis that are after them at that point. Or it might be the FBI.
What the fuck was that movie?
It was fucking weird. But they all get fucking buried under a pile of bricks, right? Like a fucking huge pile of bricks. The Blues Brothers just kind of step over the pile of bricks. And then they just kind of emerge from the bricks. It's like, you would be so dead if that happened in real life.
And they're just like, oh no.
Oh,
got dust on my fucking suit.
Yeah, and I think I remember distinctly they do wipe off their clothes.
Dust on my Armani.
Oh, fucking hell. My Hugo Boss.
So, another song, yeah. This is Snowstorm
Pump up the
Paralysis by Fairview.
that was Snowstorm Paralysis by Fairview.
So now we've got the angry shit out of the way.
Yeah, now we can get back to the hype stuff.
There's one thing I just want to add. Ben Affleck looks fucking great.
I said this to Dean when we were rewatching the trailer before. I would happily kiss Ben Affleck on the mouth, like legit. If he wasn't married and stuff, because I
can't have that on your conscience, man.
No, I can't have that on my conscience. I can't be a cheaterman. I've already been a cheaterman once, and I don't want to do it again. I just want to. He just looks fucking. I don't know. He's just like prime beef, man.
Yeah, that little smirk that he does.
Right before he gets you in the sack. That's the look he's getting.
Just and his Batman voice is great too. We don't hear a lot of it, but what we do hear sounds gruff and not too fucking shouty.
Yeah.
I think he's gone for the Kevin Conroy approach.
He's gone for he's just gone for the. It's like he like gargles with granite every morning or something like that. After brushing his teeth with asphalt.
Whereas Bale's all like, fuck that shit. So there's a Telltale Batman game happening. This is almost Batman heavy, but I think we're going to balance it out by the end of the episode. So don't worry if you're not a Batman fan. Telltale are going to make a game that you're probably going to enjoy anyway.
For those of you who aren't familiar with the Telltale games, they pretty much only, nowadays, only exclusively do point and click like franchise games.
Yeah.
So they've done, this Batman game that's going to come out, they've done episodes from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones, The Wolf Among Us, which is and the biggie, obviously The Walking Dead,
and Back to the Future,
and the Back to the Future one. Yeah.
So we can only really speculate on this. The only thing that we've had released information wise is just Telltale have literally put up a fat bat logo with Telltale Games 2016
underneath.
Yeah, and damn, I'm excited for the prospects.
I think that's definitely the best way to do that for this one, because obviously, as we know with Telltale Games, it's all about the story. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I would actually go so far as to say that, because point and click in my mind always instantly leaps me to like a LucasArts game or I can't remember who does it, but the guys who do like Deponia and Edna and Harvey and stuff like that. More like puzzle game or Dropsy, something like that. Very puzzle heavy and
quite story driven most of the time.
Yeah, quite story. But like their ones just seem kind of more like interactive movies. They feel a little bit like more like Mafia 2.
Oh yeah,
but a bit more refined. Because that's the thing, Mafia 2, like didn't really have too much action. It did have a little bit of action, but most of it was just fantastic storytelling and amazing set pieces.
It was just playing a gangster movie.
Yeah, it was just playing a gangster movie. I need to replay that. I've forgotten how much I fucking love
Mafia 2 is a brilliant game. Go play it. It's always so fucking cheap on Steam nowadays. I think I got it for like £2, and that was a couple years ago. And what with the Christmas sales coming up, time to get on it.
Time to hurt your wallet.
Anyway, Telltale. So, like you were saying, they're almost more like interactive visual novels.
Yeah, because there's no puzzles really.
Yeah, but what I'm hoping we see with this is some real Batman detective shit. Now, we kind of touched on it in the Arkham games a little bit. There's a bit
we do get detective stuff when you get to a crime scene and you do your detective. I think it's actually just called like detective vision or something like
that. So you see some of that, but we've never really had a real focus on that in the Batman games so far. So it'd be really interesting to see either the Riddler just doing some mad shit, making you solve a ton of puzzles, or following like maybe a supervillain serial killer type case.
What do you mean? Like there's a serial killer killing the supervillains?
No. I just mean
that would
like
be fucking awesome.
That would be cool. But I mean, like, say, like, you know, when Joker goes on his sprees and stuff. Leaves clues for the bats, you know. Stuff like that would be really interesting to actually play through.
Who was it? I don't know if it was you who made this point before or someone else. Oh, no, yeah, it was you who made this point before. But, like, it could be entirely possible that basically you're going to be playing... Like, you're not actually going to be, but you're basically going to be playing as Oracle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because any action bits that are in Telltale games, they're just quick time events. They're not really that hard. So, really, you're just more of like an observer and then, you know, being like, hey, bats, go that way. There might be a clue that way kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And more like information
And
diving
processing
and
the
stuff.
information
And processing
and
the
stuff as well.
information diving and stuff, which will be really interesting from just a universe point of view. It's almost like an interactive encyclopedia.
Yeah. I mean, I really like Oracle. I can only hope that eventually she makes it onto the big screen. I'm not going to say right now because obviously with BVS that's unlikely. But, you know, a bit further down the line, maybe we'll see Commissioner Gordon's daughter getting crippled.
Oh.
And not in the Killing Joke movie that's happening.
Don't talk about it because no.
Yeah.
I'm already too hyped for it. Like I said, I don't want all my good feelings for it to go before it comes out.
Cool.
I have very limited good feelings. I need to keep them stored away.
Keep them locked away deep down.
Yeah.
So, favorite point and clicks.
For me, it's Grim Fandango, straight up.
Excellent.
Grim Fandango is
Near impossible.
Near impossible. I cannot play that game without looking at the strategy guide. And I've pretty much got it open the entire time because I have played through it about 3 times, but they're always like 4 years in between when I play them. So, but when I go back, I'm like, oh, what the hell was
fuck?
Even on the first level? And there's like this really complicated thing where you need to get a letter from your boss's office. So you need to get a pack of cards from the secretary's desk, and you need to hole punch the cards, go downstairs, distract someone who's in the mail. Like this big demon, you need to be like, oh, there's something fucking going on in the toilets. I can't remember. And then you need to get the card, place it in because you know those tubes that like send letters up to offices and stuff. You just place the card in the tube, then wait for it to go down, and you have to like
follow the card.
Yeah. And then no. The card stops the letter going through basically. Because if the thing is, if you don't put the hole in it, this is what I mean. You pick up the cards, you realize you can put the card in there, but if you don't put the hole in the card, it goes and gets sucked up the tube, and you have to be like, what? And I remember the first time I played, just be like, oh my god, I know the card is meant to stop the letter, but how am I supposed to stop it? And then looking at the strategy guide and being like, really, you having a laugh? It was a hole punch. Then it was right there next to the cards the entire time. How was I supposed to put that together when I picked up the cards?
That's one of my least favourite things about point and click games. That when the developers are just like, what am I thinking?
It's like you need. I know that you know, and I know in your mind it makes perfect sense. And when you do get to the end of the puzzle, it does make perfect sense. But that's like literally sitting down in front of J.R.R. Tolkien, and he just goes like, so I got this little fella called Frodo, this big fella called Gandalf, and they have a ring. What do I do with it? And you're just like, what? And he makes you guess the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. For me, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I think I touched on it briefly before in a previous episode, but I didn't really go into it too much. It's basically Indy exploring an ancient Atlantean city, which is pretty fun. And before you even get there, you head all over the world. You go from like
very Indiana Jones-esque.
Yeah, so you go from Broadway, you go to a Broadway show and do some stuff there, and then you head across to like Peru, I think, and then you head to the Antarctic somewhere, or Greenland rather.
Pretty much the end.
Yeah, but
that's
specifically, yeah. And then you kind of just head into Atlantis, and there's all these big set pieces, and it's a pretty complex point and click game, but there's all sorts of different ways to do levels, so you never really find yourself kind of like stuck and just like, whoa, what the fuck can I do? Because all of the actual puzzles are kind of straightforward. But it's really interesting, and you can emulate it on Scum VM.
I really like more puzzle heavy games than like when it comes to like point and clicks. I love puzzle heavy games, man. Yeah, like one of my favorite DS games, I know, like super casual, I don't give a shit, but like Professor Layton, man. The Professor Layton games are so fucking amazing. Like, and the puzzles are really great, but even like the stories are cool as well.
The art style is pretty unique. It's nice. It's just a nice package altogether.
Like, if you guys, if anyone listening does have a 3DS, right, and you're like, oh, what do I do with a 3DS? I've played Mario.
Dust.
I've played Mario Kart. Now what do I do? You should definitely pick up like Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. That game is fucking awesome. Just because you're basically getting 2 games for the price of 1.
Yeah.
And it is hard as balls, the fucking Phoenix Wright bits, and it is long as fuck. So like if you're going on a long plane journey at any point, boom, there you go. You've got your plane journey sorted.
You are sorted forever.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played any of the Phoenix Wright games.
Yeah,
I've heard that they're
neither
really
had I
good.
before I'd played. Yeah, but it's got the same kind of like where like the same difficulty curve as LA Noire does.
Yeah.
You know when you're like
Objection.
yeah. That's it. When you're like, I know that I know like it's pointing towards you that you're the one who's lying. But then you have to look through all your evidence and be like, but like, oh, what do I say? Like, because I know there's something. I know there's something here that because I find that so fucking hard about LA Noire. It's like, is it a doubt or is it a lie? Because I can see in your face that you're being dishonest. Because I fucking loved that about LA Noire. The fact that they got the face capture just. Wow, it was just fucking perfect.
It was perfect.
Because I mean, like, if they didn't do that, it would have been
It would have been impossible.
It would have been impossible. Just like this, this really polygonical face, just deadpan the whole time. Like, yeah, I was with him on Saturday. Just no eyes
movement,
just
nothing.
just like straight face
like
again.
a Fallout 3 conversation.
Oh yeah, they never show. Like the most they do is their eyebrows go up. Like that's.
They weirdly stare at you as well if you linger on the dialogue for too long. They'll just stare deep into your soul.
They don't look around or anything. They're just like, you got something to say? You got anything you want to say?
So Fallout 4's dialogue system as a thing based on your charisma to pass speech checks is color coded. So it can be green if you're definitely going to pass, or it's like yellow or red. So generally for me, it's red/yellow. This is Autumn Diet Plans. Now, that was a tenuous link, if ever there was one.
That was, well, not tenuous, because we were talking about Fallout, and then, I realise now that it was all a ruse so that you could say red/yellow. I feel cheated. I thought we were going to talk about Fallout for a little bit, but
We've already spoken about Fallout 2 episodes in a row.
That's what I meant. I feel like my brain's going through so much shit right now. I just can't deal with it.
We've spoken about a lot in the last 45 minutes of recording, so yeah. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So that was Autumn Diet Plans with red/yellow. There's a new thing for that. It's not a video, but they've uploaded it to YouTube. It's a preview for their new LP thing that's coming out. So make sure you go check it. So overall, Telltale Batman game. Excited for it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to buy it, and it'll probably be super cheap, which is another great thing about Telltale games. They're never full price.
No, they're never, and if they are ever full price, literally wait like a couple of weeks. They're going to be on sale.
Yeah,
it's like those games and the Lego games are fucking like they're like DFS. They're just always on sale, man.
Yeah, pretty
always
much
on sale
constantly. And eventually there'll be a Humble Bundle with it in for like £5. So
yeah, or Humble Store. Humble Store will always do them cheap as well.
Yeah,
just keep your eyes out.
So talking of video games, see, look, we're getting the flow down. We've got all this sorted. This episode's already run over. This is quite a long episode, but who cares? We've got a list to read out, which is always fun.
That's what TGA standard for. I was trying to fucking make the link, and I was like, I could start talking about this, and I could not work out what we were going to talk about.
So TGA stands for the Game Awards, which is a awards ceremony for video games.
Not for tabletop games.
No.
Wow, that is so elitist.
Oh my god. So yeah, this was the 2015 Video Game Awards winners. We're going to go through basically.
We'll skip out some of the ones that we don't really give a shit about.
And we'll just have a little chat, I guess. So we're going to start with, I don't know the first one, so literally there's no point talking about
I guess it's some story-heavy thing.
Yeah.
That sounds shit.
Best multiplayer, Splatoon.
Bullshit. That is not the best multiplayer. It is fucking... I played because I live with a bunch of fucking nerds, right?
Nintendo
dweebs.
Yeah.
Right. And well, actually, Ed's not too much. Even though it's his console, he basically just doesn't use it anymore.
Yeah, he plays his Xbox mostly.
Yeah, he plays his Xbox and his stress controller mostly. But yeah, they bought Splatoon. I remember Josh and Ed playing it pretty solidly for a couple of weeks, and I tried it out a couple of times, and like it is a novel idea. It's basically just a shoot 'em up that you can let your kids play.
It's the game The Blob.
Yeah, precisely. And also the controls are shit. The controls are the fucking worst, right? Because you can either have it so that your right analog stick is motion controlled on the Wii U pad. So you basically move the Wii... I know, right?
Fucking appalling.
Move the Wii U pad around to... Which is annoying because sometimes, obviously, if you're playing really intensely, you can get... your thinking can get decalibrated. So you're basically like pointing the Wii U controller towards you, yet you're looking straight. So you have no room to move, like look up. And then if you do use the right analog stick... Right, this is the most annoying fucking part, right? If you do use the right analog stick... your side to side sensitivity is way more fucking sensitive than your up down, and there's no way to change the Y and X axis sensitivity.
Just make it even. Why would you
just make it
for
even?
years they have been even. You don't need to try and break the mold here, Nintendo. Because the next award was for esports game of the year, which is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which does the controls fucking perfectly. They're twitchy as fuck, but that's just the type of game that it is.
It's a fast-paced game.
Yeah. But like again, it's simple movement and it's easy to just pick up and get into.
I think Counter-Strike CS:GO is probably going to stay up there as like one of the most popular multiplayer games for a while.
The original, I say the original CSS Counter-Strike Source is still massively popular, even with the release of Global Offensive, which is almost an update in a lot of ways rather than a new game. But I can let them get away with it because Source had been out for fucking years and was free, basically. So I don't blame them for saying, here's a like £15 game.
Yeah, I've only played Counter-Strike Global Offensive a couple of times because my little brother, he fucking loves it. He loves it so much. And I don't mind FPS, but I'm not like really good at it. And I find it hard to get into. But from what I played of it, like... Yeah, pretty fun. It's really simple as well. There's not really like you used to be really good at it.
Yeah, I used to be pretty good at Counter-Strike Source. I used to play Gun Game a lot, which they made a standard mode in Global Offensive, which is fucking
Is that
sweet.
the one where you buy your guns as you go along? Or?
No, basically every kill you get, your gun upgrades.
Yeah.
So, because I really liked using pistols, so straight away I had an advantage because I was just used to using them. So, like, in the early rounds, I'd get a ton of kills, and then by the time I got to, like, LMGs and shotguns, I was just fucked.
Yeah.
So, I'd get early kills, and then
You had a strong early game.
Yeah, pretty much. Global Offensive has that as a standard game mode now, but you were saying...
I wasn't really saying anything. Really.
Okay.
I was just saying that I played it a couple of times. I can see why people really like it. I'm not very good at shooting games, so I just didn't really pick it up.
Fair enough. Best score / soundtrack. Disagree with this totally. But what else has come out this year? Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain.
It's all right. I've heard the soundtrack a couple of times.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Harry Gregson Williams wasn't there, so
it was no MGS3.
no.
Like that. I think you showed me a video before, which was like a complete analysis of Metal Gear Solid 3.
I can plug that.
Yeah.
Not for any particular reason because I don't know the guy, but there's a video on YouTube by a guy called Super Bunny Hop, who some of you may have heard of. He just basically makes really well-made, in-depth reviews where he covers like every aspect of a game, and he covered MGS3
And
perfectly. It's
yeah.
45 minutes long, but it's almost like a documentary. It goes into every aspect, really delves into it. One thing I liked, being a music student and a person who does scoring and shit, is that he actually went into the music and like analyzed it, which you rarely see in games reviews.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and because I would like, this is the thing, even as someone again who does music and analyzes music a lot, I wasn't even thinking of the points that he was coming up with. He was like, this score is fucking amazing. It tells you everything about the game. It's like it has the 1960s spy, like, bongo kind of drums and stuff in there. You can tell it's going to be set in a forest because it has like, wood flutes and stuff, and it was just like, it was just on point. You really fucking nailed it.
But the Phantom Pain didn't nail it, so I disagree with that. Best mobile / handheld game, Lara Croft Go.
Never played it, never heard of
Best fighting game, Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, there's just not been really any good.
There's no,
combat.
I can't think of any
played
fighting
Mortal
games
Kombat
that have come
X.
out. Really,
It's fine. Mortal Kombat X is fine.
Developer of the year, CG Projekt Red.
What do they do?
We'll get onto that later. Best sports / racing game, Rocket League.
Of course. It's just maybe it's not the best racing game, but it's definitely.
I wouldn't say it's a racing game,
It's not.
but
But
I guess
just
it's
has
just
cars in
because
it. I think it's just because.
sports-
Yeah.
racing isn't necessarily a sports game. So yeah. Best art direction, Ori and the Blind Forest. Yeah, looks nice. Games for impact.
I think it basically just means what caused the stir.
Yeah, Life is Strange. Yeah,
Everyone, I've literally heard so much shit about it. I've
never even
but
looked into it.
no, that's the thing. I've heard loads of people talking about it, but I have not seen anything on it ever.
Yeah. Best narrative, Her Story. The
There you
other
go.
thing earlier. Industry icon, Brett Sperry and Lewis Castle of Westwood Studios, who made Command and Conquer series. Yeah, fair play to them. Best indie game, Rocket League.
Yeah.
Now the big one, Game of the Year,
The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt.
which is by CG Projekt Red, who also won Developer of the
Right,
Year.
okay. Well, that would make sense then.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure whoever makes the Game of the Year gets Developer of the Year, unless like they make the Game of the Year and then it like a big story comes out. It's like, we don't pay our employees.
Yeah, pretty much. Or we are called Konami. So, best
Pew,
action
pew.
/ adventure game, Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain, which Hideo Kojima was not allowed to collect the award for. He was literally grounded by Konami.
But he's not even employed by him anymore. So
That's the point. They were like, "Oh, you're not employed by us, so you
oh
can't
yeah, good point.
collect
'Cause
the
I guess
award."
the game is owned by Konami.
But it's
so
bullshit because obviously Kojima created this fucking series, and Konami probably wouldn't be as profitable as they are without it. So fuck them, basically. Again, best role playing game, obviously Witcher 3. Best family game, Super Mario Maker. No, probably not. But how many family games have come out this year?
But no, I was saying this to Ed yesterday. I mean, like, just because Super Mario Maker, right? I guess is a family game because you can literally all sit there and watch each other play it. But it's not a game that I would imagine like playing with my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all gathering around the TV and like Buzz or Wii Sports or something like that. That's a fucking family game. A game where the whole family comes together and plays it. Super Mario Maker is suitable for children, but it's literally just...
It's not a family game per se,
it's
is
literally just neckbeard Minecraft.
And Little Big Planet came out last year, so that's probably why it didn't win.
Mm.
Oh well. Most anticipated game. What a fucking pointless award.
These are the fans' choices.
Yeah,
so
but who cares? Uncharted 4.
I don't care.
Whatever. Esports Team of the Year, Optic Gaming.
Oh, right.
Fucking losers.
I know. I see. When I read this list last night, I thought it was just like the most anticipated esports game. And I was like, what the fuck is Optic Gaming? That doesn't even sound like it's a team, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they just play games for money, right? That's all they do. Fucking losers.
Trending gamer, Greg Miller. Never heard of him.
He makes kind of funny games, apparently.
Whatever. Best fan creation, Portal Stories, Mel. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Nice one, fans.
So that was a list.
That was the end of that list was more like listy.
I just don't care.
Just don't care, really.
So the big one was The Witcher 3, which is a fucking fantastic game. I just have not put the time into it that I need to.
I've never played a Witcher game. I did buy The Witcher 2 like 3 years ago, right?
2 is good. 1 is better. It probably goes 3, 1, 2.
So like
same as MGS. Yeah. 3, 1, 2 is a good way of ordering it. 2's kind of clunky. So is 1. The combat systems aren't that great. They look great graphically. Very demanding though on a system. Even nowadays, they're just so badly optimized.
And I heard Geralt likes to get to Bone Town a lot. So that's fun.
In all of the games, like there's
yeah.
boobs and dicks and all sorts of shit going down. Witcher 3 is really good. I love the side quests more than the main quest, but
well, it's like any RPG then, right?
yeah, pretty much. But the story is okay. It holds up. It's well written, and the world is gorgeous. Like it's huge. And
That's very optimistic, you, Dean. The world is gorgeous, man.
So check out The Witcher 3 if you haven't already. There's actually this quest in there that I remember quite well that you basically go to this tower that you see in the distance for quite a lot of the early portion of the game. It's basically on an island, and you head there and you have to fight like some kind of like witches and that kind of thing and elementals, as well as a bunch of like corpse rots and stuff like that, which are basically fucking zombies that explode into rotten flesh.
Lovely.
Which is great.
Like a boomer from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, pretty much. So you go into this tower and it's full of rats and that kind of shit. And basically, it was about a baron who locked his daughter in the fucking tower. He was a scientist.
That's not kidding, because that's a witch.
It's probably based on Rapunzel because a lot of their stories are based around classic.
It's like Polish like folklore, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And she got fucking eaten alive by rats.
See, this is why I love like European folklore, man. It does
brutal.
not pull any punches, man. It's just like anything, like just any Brothers Grimm story.
Yeah,
they're never the way that we see them in the Ladybird books.
No. So
yeah,
you go, you find her ghost and stuff, and you have to like help her out. Turns out, well, okay, I'm not going to spoil the ending of the quest because it's actually pretty good.
Okay,
but basically
hope you're not doing that on my regard. You're just doing it for the audience.
No, I'm doing it for the audience because
if
they pick up this game, it's actually a really good side quest. Basically, there's a ghostie up in the tower, and you can either help her or not. And just the ending's brilliant. And I really do like the focus in The Witcher on ghosts.
Ghosts, ghouls, and spooks. Shit.
Connor just fucked up the final song link.
Fuck.
So
sorry.
Yeah. Oh well. This is Ghosts by a friend of mine called Drifta, featuring another drum and bass artist called BCee. And it's a bit different, this one, because it's a drum and bass tune. But it's nice and laid back and a bit spacey, so...
We all like that space, man.
Yeah. So this is Ghosts by Drifta featuring BCee, forthcoming on his album. And thanks for listening, guys.
In a bit.
Cheers.